What's up, people? What's up, people? Come on in. I'm gonna put this on, make sure that you guys can hear me. But we're gonna talk about it tonight. Hold on. What's going on? What's going on, people? We here. We here on this Sunday night. Probably ask my lady, can she pass me a beer? How you guys doing? Let me turn this on. Turn it down. Try not to move. I didn't even get my new cord yet. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna break it down tonight and have some videos to show you guys and everything. You know, have some videos. Hope everybody having a good weekend. I know over here in Connecticut, it's been raining all weekend, and it's supposed to rain tomorrow. Supposed to be all cloudy for the rest of the week until like probably Sunday. Yo, we just was having 80 to 90 degrees last week. And now this is what it is. That's New England weather for you. Yeah. So I hope everybody doing okay. Hope everybody doing all right. I wanted to get on live earlier today and everything. But we here. We're going to chop it up today, you know, for a little bit. You know, what's going on, people? Come on in. Come right on in. I'll probably share this with my Instagram and my Facebook. Yo, I need to show you a couple of videos tonight. I'm about to show it to you as soon as I put this in real quick. Hold on. Oh, no, right here. Oh, you guys watching that, what's it, Switch Beats and the other guy, Timbaland? You know, if you my age, you know, they was doing their thing back in the day. What's going on, people? Talk to me. Real quick, I'm gonna show you a video. I just want you guys to hear this video, and then you guys can chime in on it. Let me know when you don't hear me. I didn't get the cord yet. Hopefully, it won't break down none tonight. But hold on one second. Let's get this going. Let's get this going. Where we at? You know what? I just put it on here. Turn you off. I think you hooked onto my other phone. Trying to put this Bluetooth on so you guys can hear it nice and clear.
The Bluetooth device is ready to pair. The Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
Okay, now let's go to it. Where we at? My son be killing my YouTube watching all these cartoons. I just want y'all to hear a response on my boy, you know, not my boy, we never met, what have you, but Kwame Brown, and with his response to Tommy Sotomayor and the hate that he's given being an older gentleman, and, you know, instead of like, you know, taking it easy and being a man and stop always doing everything so chaotic, you know, but I think he does it. He's a very intelligent man. Tommy is. He do it, for just to get that clout. That's all he mainly do it for. But anyway, we're gonna listen to this right now. Hold on 1 second. Hope you guys can still hear me.
Didn't do any research behind anything that
Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna start it from the beginning. Hold on.
Good morning. I even got in contact or even met this dude. The only reason why I know Tommy is because a video that I made on my Facebook, that Jada Black, that Pro Basketball Updates, that Carcino, that a lot of other people used the video and they made actual money off of video that I put on Facebook that got shared it got like over 200,000-300,000 views and it got shared a couple of 100,000 times. So I know you because I broke the internet just on Facebook previously, and that's how you got in contact with me. That's how we talk. And then now I broke the internet again, and now somehow you trying to talk to me and I owe you something.
This is Kwame Brown responds to the hate that Tommy Sotomayor was given.
The only 2 times I've talked to you really is something that I've done. Those were my words out of my mouth. The only thing that I ever gave you credit for and I respected you for is the fact that you had enough kahunas to say the things that we all were saying. We were just saying them in the barbershop and not online. So it's almost like you want to stand on my shoulders. The stuff that you were saying was crazy. And you kind of exposed yourself and pretty much showed that you didn't do any research.
That's that feminine mentality.
That I'm going around bothering people. That I'm going around bothering Jack. And Matt Barnes invited me to his penis, sir. So what I was doing, sir, was trying to disrespect him in the best way I could so he can challenge me to what he did challenge me to, which was a boxing match. And then I countered that boxing match. I wanted to jump up and down on his ass like a trampoline because I ain't no motherfucking boxer. Now, had you done a little research and instead of trying to follow the YouTube algorithms, and then you really just jumped the gun, that's all you did.
Mm-hmm.
The only reason why you know anything about Judge Joe Brown is because you called me when you came back from out of town. And when you called me when you came back from out of town, I told you I had emailed Judge Joe Brown, and I think I'm getting him on the show Friday. And I'm the one said, maybe we can bring you on. I never said, yes, we're going to bring you on because I had to think about it. Judge Joe Brown talk enough for 3 people. So what was your role, your purpose going to be? But instead of you waiting and trying to act like you just over me and you helped me, because you really didn't. There was things on my YouTube that I didn't even know until Star called me yesterday and told me. You acting like you gave me so much YouTube advice and you helped me out. I wasn't even monetized in the way that I should have been, where I could be monetized overseas and abroad. It was things that I did not know and how to protect my channel that Star talked to me about, not you, sir. And I'm still not going to disrespect you because I can kind of see now what you're doing. If you can't make money with somebody, you're going to do what you always do, be the king of controversy, and you're going to make some money off of them either way it goes.
Welcome.
And that's sad because I was a real ally. This bust ass dude, you had my cell phone.
Real quick.
And I noticed you ain't.
This is a video with Kwame Brown. It's responded to Tommy Sotomayor about 2 days ago. Did a freaking long live just about this man. But he's done this millions of times. Again, in the black community, it's so many black men. It's like really feminine, real feminine about things. The way they move is like a bitter female, and Tommy Sotomayor is one of them guys. Instead of thinking things through, being as though I like some things that Tommy Sotomayor do say, but a lot of things he said, I can't even listen to him for more than 10, 15 minutes because he's like a bitter female. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you're a 3-dimensional thinking person, you have to listen to somebody that's not full of chaos, especially if you was raised in a chaotic society area, you grow into a peaceful man, you you really try to not get into that bullshit. You know, it's like, who cares? Anyway, guys, this Custom Lamar, what have you, this YouTube, my YouTube channel here. I'm here tonight doing a live because I want to speak about it, because it's just too many men, especially in our community, that be going at each other without thinking. You know what I'm saying? And it's like bitter woman. And this responds with Mr. Kwame Brown. He's going to tell you, like, he kind of remind me of, the things the thing that I go through every day, trying to get in contact with other brothers. And then if you say something a little bit wrong that they don't agree with, they get all overwhelming, feminine. And, this is why I stay in the house myself until I got to do work and everything, network and stuff like that. But other than that, I'm in the house because I know me. It's, it's crazy. Okay, I used to be a fan of Tommy, but he's far too emotional and petty. Oh my God, yes. It's like he got a mindset of a hood female. Like a bitter hood female, I should say. Bitter hood female. And it's like, brothers like us, like I said, when you think in a 3-dimensional mindset, you be like, oh my God, man, shut the hell up. It's over. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's how I think, because Tommy is extremely intelligent. So I think he do this just for clout. It's clout. And, the same thing that Kwame was saying that I'm going to let you guys listen to some more. But let me let you guys listen. You comment whatever you want, whatever. What's going on, common sense? That's what I'm talking about. We need a whole lot of common sense in this world. Hold on.
Like the fact that I told you, man, because I'm a dude that be by himself. I might jump on my tractor. I might not have my phone. I might go to sleep, which I did go to sleep.
Yep.
I don't want to hear niggas calling my phone all the time, talking all that tough shit. I turned my phone on, do not disturb, and I'll take a nap. Told you about it. You exposing text messages. That's what women do. I didn't disrespect you in any of those.
Nigga exposing text messages. Like women, without even getting in contact with this man while he's asleep. It's exposing text messages. It's like, damn if we do, damn if we don't. If I'm dealing with anybody in my life in the last 5 or so years, all that drama, man or woman, I don't deal with it. Let somebody else deal with it. It's a whole lot of people that want to deal with drama. Don't come this way, man or woman.
And change the narrative. To me, that's crazy. And not one time, Tommy, have you talked.
I hope you guys can hear this.
Where are you going with this thing?
Let me know if you can hear it.
Where are you going with this? I see you done blew up, and I done seen you say several different things. Where are you trying to get to? You never asked me that one time. Because if you did, you would have known that this wasn't about no goddamn basketball, sir. Did you see the interview last night? Huh? You want to use your platform to argue with niggas. I'm not going to do that. This is the last time I'm going to say anything about it.
That's all you do.
You tell people that this is what you do. You're going to tell people all this other shit and pretend like we were so close. Because you could tell you was in your feelings because ain't no way to tell some man that I only talked to through text 2 times in 2 years, damn near, a year and a half, that's going to make me not want my daughter to come over. You was in your feelings. And you should have got out your feelings and talked to me like a man, and I would let you know.
Yeah, this nigga was talking about, I'm not going to allow my daughter to come over because I'm upset. Like, what the hell did these human beings come from? It's crazy.
We can do one the next day. And that was just been as simple as that. I don't owe you a motherfucking thing. You made money off my video. I've cashed at you money. How much money you cashed at me? Why you wasn't talking about coming on my platform? You were trying to get me to come on your platform to do what, Tommy? Come on now, so stop it. I had some valid points in my last video. Most celebrities stay the fuck away from you. I shouted you out. twice, two, three, four times. So to try to demean my character because you got sensitive, because you got in your feelings, that's not my fault. That's not my fault. I don't owe a nigga nothing. That's why I be by myself. It ain't damn motherfucker in this car.
Yep.
You make money off my content that you pull off Facebook that I could have been putting on YouTube the entire time. And there's several videos I've done, sir, that Jada Black and these YouTubers that I named, that they can vouch for me, that they made money off my content, sir, that I was putting on Facebook, sir. So it's a damn shame how all of a sudden niggas go to YouTube and now everybody want to find a reason to fight with them. Like, I'm not here to fight with you, nigga. I'm here to do what I'm doing. Shout out to King Randall. Y'all let King Randall know. I'm going to try to email him or hit him on Instagram. I think it'll be important to do an interview with King Randall and bring a platform that's my size to get this brother to finally be able to speak and tell us why he thought of this. And I heard that they're trying to block off his schools from opening up. And I would like to find out why. And so instead of getting him on the platform and changing the narrative and not letting him speak and asking him.
Real quick, King Randall, he's out of, I don't know if you guys heard of this story. He's out of, but he became popular. No, he blew up like 3 months ago because he was on, what is the guy named Roland Boulay Martin? He was on his podcast and Roland was like dissing him, being as though the brother is a renowned mentor. He's helping a lot of young boys, a lot of young black boys get their life together because they either was abused, sexually abused, mother, father, nowhere to be found, none of that. And he's whatever he can do, he's letting them in his home. He's teaching them things where they can be a productive human being. You know what I'm saying? And Roland Polly Martin was like mad just because the brother is a conservative. He wasn't looking at how he's helping young black boys succeed in life. Get up out of that system that they were in, and get up out of the streets. He was mad because he was a fucking conservative. This is what I'm trying to say, man. Like, all these people get mad at brothers, especially these super liberal black people, because they Democratic talking heads, where that shouldn't be important. None of Republicans or Democrats shouldn't be important. The only thing that should be important to any black American is trying to get their shit together. And that starts within ourselves. Fuck all the Democrats and Republicans. Nobody ain't helping them. You see, especially black folks, all this identity politics that we have, we never, most black politicians that I know, specifically, they ain't helping none of us, either if it's in Jersey or Connecticut or New York, they helping everybody else, every other group. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, King, what's his name? Randall is trying to get a school, and the black superintendent in his city and town, whatever it is, in Albany, Georgia, won't allow him to get one because they want them to learn in public school manner. Like, people are not like, it's like they want black people and especially black men in some type of degenerate bubble. Like, he gave the money up, something that we're saying really ain't doing. Umar Johnson, he gave the money up because he got a lot of support ever since he was on Roly Poly Martin podcast a couple of months ago. All this stuff, this brother this young brother, he had to be like 25. No, I think 21, 22 years old. This young brother doing everything for the for his community, especially the young black boys. What he's doing, he has an 85% teaching rate. And I might show you this video later. This brother have an 85%. I don't know how it goes, but the boys that's in his school is actually succeeding. I mean, in his mentor program, is succeeding in classes because of what he's doing. Him and his friends, his partners, that's helping him academically. You know what I'm saying? Even in my town where I live at, they don't want me to help young black boys unless I'm teaching them football, unless I'm teaching them track. You know what I mean? I actually been a high school football coach for almost 20 years. But I think I've been seeing the public schools fail our young black boys for a number of years. Even when I was in there, I was going to a mostly white school, and they literally failed me. You know, they put me on. They tried their best to just pass me. If it wasn't for this one black lady that was in my school, I probably would have just passed, and that's it. You know, with a free, you know, because the school that I went to was like really academically sound. It was great, a great academic school, but it's a type of school district where you can't just go in there in the 9th, 10th grade. You got to be there for longer than that. You know what I'm saying? You got to be there for a very long time. You know what I'm saying? And I went there in 9th, 10th grade because I play football over there. And that's how they are. And they still doing it to this day. I've been teaching in public schools for the last 5 years. I've been coaching for the last 20 years. So I know kind of what I'm talking about. And this young brother, Kendall, and that's what I should have put on my thumbnail as well. This young brother, King Randall, is trying to do these things. He's trying to uplift his people, not just uplift them, give them, like teaching them how to fix cars, teaching them math and science, just being a productive citizen. This man is, and he's actually, what is it when you call when you take him from the court system and you're like allowing them to stay with you? He's adopting these kids as well. You know what I'm saying? And everything seems legit. Everybody, the boys, the people around him, you never know. It's crazy. But the young man is only like 22, 23 years old. And he's been doing this shit for like 3 or 4 years. And these people, the black superintendent would not help him. You know, they're giving him all this limitations of what he need to do with his school that he paid $2 million for to start it. Because they don't want to compete. They don't want to, them other black people, because it's it's a mostly black school, area in Albany, Georgia. They don't want to compete with his school because they know what he's doing with the boys that he already have. And this is crazy. And again, identity politics never worked for Black Americans. And I don't know why we always we always get butt fucked on these identity politics. So anyway, I want to get back to Mr. Kwame Brown talking about Tommy Sotomayor and his response to Tommy acting like a little bitter female. Hold on.
Other questions about things that have nothing to do with this young man's vision. Please let him know that he can email me, or I'm gonna try to reach out to him when I get home.
He's talking about King Randall, the guy I was just talking about.
And he shouldn't have been disrespected by, in my opinion, another elder.
Another
elder. Get elders that know their lane and not competing with young people, you know. And so,
can you guys still hear me? Please send me a thumbs up, please.
To tear people down and do all that. I know you tried to say that, but the people who spoke about me, I spoke about them. And then the stuff you was coming up with, I'm jealous the way Matt Barnes look. Dude, you got videos on the internet where you talking about the way men look and calling them light skinned and doing all.
He's talking about Tommy Sotomayor.
And you just reaching, bro, and that's crazy. And I'm still not gonna disrespect you, but I don't like no man standing on my shoulders. You did not come up with mama's cooking. My mama came up with mama's cooking, and she did put mama's cooking on me. And you gonna find out why you didn't meet me about 20 years ago. Because Tommy, you smart enough to ask, wait a minute, let me do a little research. Why were they sending a sports analyst to goddamn college campuses all over the world? Has it ever happened before? Is this the only bus that they've sent around an analyst to college campuses? Because if it is, there's something to look at. If it's not, cool. That's just what happened to all buses. You know? But it's funny how this bus that came to the internet and everybody eating off the bus train. Because this wasn't about no goddamn basketball. This was about respect. And this is exposing how no one seems to be able to respect anyone anymore. Everyone's talking with an effeminate tongue, trying to stand on top of other men. Well, I don't like to be stood on.
Hell no.
Judge Joe Brown didn't stand on me. He said, I want to be your mentor. Started and stand on
me. It's about mentoring people. Don't be trying to get all the glory from another man. Mentor them. Let them know if you have any problems, if you need something to do, if you need some new ideas, if you want my ideas, how I did it, come to me. And then when that happens, don't be saying, well, I'm the one that showed them how to do that. That's not manly. And just people are just, I guess people are just messed in the mind because it's black men out there. There's many black men out there. It's been like this, but a lot of black men is not telling their truths anymore. See, that's the difference. A lot of black men is not telling their truths. There's many black men out there that's, like-minded, is that have their own ideas, have their own identity of manhood. And that's extremely important. Family, I always said manhood, womanhood, family structure, and the children that you have this family with is important. I don't get why people are so strung out, it seems to be, that you have men out there that is not following other people in a thirsty type of way, that, in a beta male type of way, and, want to go with the go along and get along gang. Nobody don't want to do that no more. Just like my boy Kwame said, that go along, get along game is for, probably for most people. It ain't for three-dimensional thinking people at all. And that's the problem. They want people to, it's like, especially black men, they want black men to follow degeneracy, follow femininity, follow anything and everything that don't have to do with manhood. And it's horrible. It's not just horrible, it's terrible. And again, as a three-dimensional thinking person that I claim to be, and that I feel like I am, like, I can agree with another man or a woman, but I'm not going to agree with you 100%. It's going to be things that I take from you that I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to put it to my situation. And it's going to be things that I'm going to look at that you said, and I'm going to say, no, that's not me. But that don't mean I ain't going to rock with you. See, that's manhood. You know what I'm saying? And people get mad when you talk about manhood. The people that surround me, that I should say that I get around, because again, I like to stay home because it's a lot of people on that dumb shit. A lot. So I like to stay home myself. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Let me know something, guys. Like, what do you on a daily day, on a daily a day of yours, a daily life of yours, how do you feel when people try to make you feel like they feel, or make you feel like you're wrong because you want to go your way? They call you all these sorts of names, and just because you don't want to go along, you don't want to be on the go along, get along gang, they have a problem with it. That's a problem in a lot in most people I know in my community. That's a problem. Nobody don't want to be. I don't give a fuck how intelligent you think you are or how street smart you think you are. You cannot fool a man or a woman such as myself. You ain't gonna rope us in. We're gonna agree to disagree, or we might disagree with you. But that don't mean you're gonna rope us in. It's not gonna happen. And that's what's the problem with people like Tommy Sotomayor. They think like they men like him. This man like 40 plus. It's old heads out there. They got that real strange feminine ways. Let me see. People always have a hidden agenda with you. Absolutely. That's why they get mad when you don't go along. Yeah, absolutely. I see it every day. Working in the public schools for the last 4 to 5 years, off and on, because I did it for like 3 years straight. Oh, it's horrible. But I still coach track in high school track, high school football. And I see these people, and then I see these kids and how they think, and I be like, golly, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like a bunch of people, again, they have hidden agendas for people, especially me, especially people like me that's not following what they want you to follow. I'm very respectful. Men and women such as myself, 3-dimensional thinkers. That means if you don't know what this means, it's you think in a larger a larger world, a lot of, you know what I mean? Just tunnel vision type things. You want to know everything around you. You overthink things, and that's what keep people such as myself safe, because we don't just go along and then getting along. It doesn't work that way. In this society too dangerous for that. I worked corporate for 12, 13 years. It was just about the same thing. You know what I mean? People want you to go along on shit that, like, why would I? You know what I'm saying? And you're absolutely right. Everybody have a hidden agenda, especially because a lot of, and I talk about liberals because most Black people are liberals. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? I talk about my people because they my people. And we think, and liberal non-Black people think the same way. When they see a Black man, they think we supposed to think a certain way. Sexual, thinking of like always want something from people, always worshiping the female in a sexual manner. Don't never really think with their mind, but think with their penis. You know what I'm saying? And that's how they want us to be. So when you got people like Kevin Samuels, and you got people like Kwame Brown, and many other Black men thinking in a different manner, many other Black men that's coming out, that's not just talking about it in a barbershop. They actually letting people know and actually living what they talk about. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. I get you. I'm a conservative myself and very logical. Absolutely. People say you're a conservative, so you vote. So they think you just vote Republican all the way. First of all, a lot of times I ain't voting for none of these idiots, because all they doing is helping, get their pockets fat. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck if it's locally, statewide, or what have you. You know what I'm saying? It's just conservative. It's a mindset. You know what I'm saying? It's just a mindset. I don't think illogically. You know what I'm saying? I really feel like people need to start understanding. I think most people do, just that our mainstream media tells us something else. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. But again, I feel good having my Black ass at home most of the time, because I know what's out there. I live that life. I live in the New York, New Jersey, Connecticut area. I've seen things. I've seen many things way before it was a woke thing. You know what I'm saying? It was a, you're being progressive type thing. I've seen it way before then. You know what I'm saying? And it's just the fact that with Tommy, they going against the grain, because again, people like Kwame Brown and Kevin Samuels, it's like changing Black social media. It's changing it. It's grown men now actually not getting all upset and angry and stuff like that. They telling it like it is, hiking on you. They saying the N-word, whatever. Kevin Samuels have he's way more articulate, but I wouldn't even say way more. because Kwame Brown is he's very articulate as well. They changing the game, and there's many men like them changing the game, and people are afraid, and especially the super liberal community. They're extremely afraid, but they don't need to be, because right now the court system got their backs. You know, society, the workforce got their backs so far. But again, for a man like Kwame Brown to have only like 5 to 10,000 subscribers, like 2 weeks ago, and now over 300K, that's saying something, guys. That's saying something. It's like a breath of fresh air. And you still got niggas like Tommy, niggas like Stephen A. Smith, niggas like what's his name? Steve Jackson, niggas like what's the Becky with good hair he called? All these dudes hating, because except for Tommy, those guys got to answer to someone. So when they have to answer to someone, when black men have to answer to someone, it's a different story. Tommy don't have to answer to anyone. Sotomayor, he don't have to answer, but he still got a lot of feminine ways. It's like a lot of brothers got a lot of feminine ways. You know what I mean? It could be so simple, but everybody, we need it. That's why it's extremely important to get yourself a psychiatrist to help you, because all of us been through it. I could tell you from me, growing up in a bad neighborhood, growing up with women, a bunch of women. I think when I turned 27 years old, I started going to see a psychiatrist, because I knew if I keep on making these bad decisions, I was going to end up in the poorhouse or somebody's jail cell. Being as so I was never, one of them guys that's going back and forth to jail, but I saw that in myself. I can't be acting this like a feminine acting black man. That's stupid, and that's what I teach the boys that I coach and train and mentor. You think you want to be, you think you could do whatever you're doing, but once you get out this high school that's feminizing you, that's not teaching you the right way, that's promoting victimhood to you, once you get out that public school, you're a done deal, or maybe even before then, you're a done deal. You know? Yeah, yes, indeed, brother. Yes, indeed. But he said black conservatives here, unique view. Black conservatives here also. Yes, indeed. And again, I tell these young brothers all the time, you got to change yourself. You got to change yourself, because you're acting like you're a 5'2", 120-pound female. See, a lot of women that I know of, they can get away with this type of stuff, getting all crazy, getting all emotional, but no man cannot get that way. It's a simple thing. And then when a man is that way, people don't want to leave him alone. My grandmother, she's old school. She grew up with in a strong family structure, and she knew what a man's supposed to be, but she just didn't know how to raise me to be a man. That's understandable. That's understandable to me. You know what I mean? She used to let me know, if you're going to play sports, if you're going to do these things, you need a mentor. You need another man in your life to let you know what you need to do with yourself. You know what I'm saying? You need that man in your life. And she used to send me to, karate school. You better listen to that man. She used to send me to, play, sports. You better listen to that man. She used to send me, to get a tutor from a man. Better listen to him and how to be act, or you're going to get yourself shot dead in the streets. And she used to say this shit all the time. See, that's what women did 30, 40 years ago that was actually raised in a family structure. You know what I'm saying? That actually understood, being as though the men that they messed with, they didn't last for the, for the most part. Peace, how you doing? Yes, indeed. I want all the smoke. So they wasn't raised in a family structure, but they, I'm gonna say my grandmother was raised in a family structure, of course. But she had, she divorced, whatever, but she understood what a man was. Like today, as I said earlier in the live, I'm a black man. When I go to high school, when I go to the high school, teach or train or coach, these kids look at me, even, and especially young black boys and young black girls, they look at me like I'm the enemy. And anybody that's in the school system, especially if you're a black man that's watching this, you know what I'm talking about. They look at me like I'm the enemy, because their mothers, not all of them, but most of them, their mothers teach them, and even these uppity ass women as well, not just ghetto women, teach them you don't need a man for shit, even their sons, or niggas ain't shit and all this other stuff. And then when they go to school and they see a black man as an authority figure, they disrespect this. And I talk to teachers, coaches, mentors all over the country. They tell me the same thing. You know what I'm saying? And I say to them, I'm feeling the same way. Oh yeah, these little boys hate real men. Absolutely. They hate them. They despise them. And then when I meet some of these young boys' fathers that's in and out their life, I kind of understand, though. So I'm not going to talk about just one-sided thing. I kind of understand it. That's why I'm here to try to teach. Let me see. No, and is the system that got them thinking like that. No, it's a system, but we cannot always blame the system. You cannot always blame this. We got too much information at our fingertips. This phone, I got another phone upstairs, laptop, libraries out here, bookstores out here. No, we can't. I don't blame the system. I don't blame all the way the system, because it's too much information out there. It's too much. It's just that we use the system as an scapegoat, but at the same time, the system is helping out this stuff. But we do use the system as an scapegoat. You know what I'm saying? The problem is most of the time, this is from what I see. You know what I mean? I don't want to generalize anybody. This is for what I see. A lot of times, our generation, I'm 40, a lot of our generations, we have babies not for the family element, but we have babies just to say we got a kid. You feel me? Let me read this. It's no the system. Their fathers not being there is the issue. Yeah, but let me see. Let me read this first. Yeah, child support, free money from the system is why people thinking like that. Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that as well. I agree with that, both of you. But when you said the fathers not being there is the issue, it is the issue. But if you actually look at the definition, and y'all can bring it up, or you can, write it, whatever you want to do. The definition of what you call that, the father's not being there. What they call it when they call it. You could tell I got 3 kids. I always been there for my children. You know what I mean? But what is the fucking word I'm trying to look for? Deadbeat dads. The definition of a deadbeat dad in the last 20 years, I'm gonna say 20 to 15 years, a lot of these people use it so loosely. No, deadbeat dads. People use it so loosely, not knowing the actual definition. The definition of a deadbeat dad is a dad that's not there completely. These wouldn't be calling deadbeat dads because they can't pay the exact money that they need a month. So deadbeat dad's been throwing around crazy for the last 20 years. This man probably paying let's say $500 a month, but she won $1,000 a month, and he's going to be considered a deadbeat father. Deadbeat dads is where when I was growing up, my dad wasn't there at all. A lot of my homies' dad wasn't there at all. Most of my homies, they take care of their children. It prints 432 exactly. Yeah. It started with not being married before. Yeah. I agree. I didn't see that, the Prince. You were absolutely right. Not being married, and I did it too. You know, I did it too. And I just figured out how important being married and understanding that it's so important to have family structure. Because look at the situation with 105.1 radio station guy. I don't want to bring up his name, but Kwame Brown brought it up. Supposedly, no, this is the truth. The rape victim of Mr. Radio station guy, New York radio station that Kwame Brown brought up, her mother actually let her daughter and the friend go with him. What if the father was there? Do you think a father would allow his teenage daughter to go with some grown man to a party? This is how important fathers and mothers are to the child. Even if you're not with them, co-parenting is extremely important. Extremely important. But the system do their best to not allow the man to have every tools that he needs to make sure he's in that person's life. Every tools that he needs to make sure that he's in his child life. This system don't allow that. But it's still no excuse, because the system try to have me not around my children. Never been arrested for nothing. Always been a stand-up guy. I worked in corporate. I worked in the school system. I've been a coach for 20 years. You know what I'm saying? No battery charge, no nothing. They still made it hard for me. But because I love my kids so much, even when I didn't know what I know today, I still knew it was important for me to be in their lives. And not allow any system or anyone to ruin that. That's what I did. And that's what a lot of brothers that I hang out with did. So again, when somebody say deadbeat dad, I want to know specifically what makes him a deadbeat dad, because there's a lot of mothers out there really ain't taking care of their kids, even though they're under the same roof. But remember, I coach, I teach, I see this shit every day. There's a lot of mothers out there that's not taking care of their business. They'd rather be taking care of their business somewhere with a different man, if we want to really talk about it. So this is why it's so important. Just like the Prince said, 432 is so important for the family nucleus. I did a live the other day on his show for donations at Ted Kennedy. Thanks for joining us, man. Guys, thank you for joining this discussion. Thank you. You know what I mean? I'm sincerely thankful for it. But yeah, Tommy, absolutely. That's that feminine shit. That, thanks for bringing me back to the actual title. Tommy is one of them guys that he's in love with money. He's in love with himself. You know what I'm saying? He don't care about nobody. Whatever going to work for him to get money, he going to get it no matter what. He don't, all the shit that he talks about, he's a hypocrite. Most of the time, he's a hypocrite of it, in my opinion. And that's what it is. It's not about him caring about what anybody says, because again, he's another guy that rather will be by himself, but I think he's mentally unstable as well. So with me, I'm a type of guy that I stay away from people with all that drama. I stay away. And Kwame did it like, he said it like a man. You know what I'm saying? He did it like a man. He told them what it is and what it ain't. I'm gonna let you listen to the last 2 minutes of this thing with Kwame Brown was talking to him, responding to Tommy Sotomayor, very, very feminine actions. Let's go.
He said, let me help you, young brother. I can see where you're deficient. I had situations where I couldn't even get the screen guards to act right. So these brothers are actually being elders, not somebody who, as soon as they don't get their
exactly. I want all the smoke.
Their own goddamn daughter, and then come out ranting and raving and showing text messages where a young man never disrespected you. And I'm still not. Like I said, my mama taught me to respect my elders, but she also taught me to get away from the ones that was jealous of the young ones. And you, sir, you didn't do any research behind anything that you were saying. You just started saying. You were actually crying about Kevin Samuels not mentioning your name, but then niggas gonna exclude my name out of a factual trade. And then
absolutely. The Prince 432. Absolutely right.
And mention, hey, bro, that's wrong. You tripping. Then these niggas double down, talk gangster 1 minute, and now you talking gangster, talking about you ain't gonna pull up to my house. Well, I never told these gentlemen I was gonna pull up on them. When the nigga made the post talking about he gotta look me in my eyes, I told him, okay, I'll bring these eyes to you. That's what I told him. I'll bring these little beady ass eyes right on to you. And then when that little Becky with the good hair said he wanted to box, I just counted, because can't no man tell me what to do. I ain't gonna box. But I jump up and down on your ass like a trampoline.
Yo, real talk, man. It's a response, and he's not disrespecting Tommy. He's not doing none of that. He's speaking like a man's supposed to speak. Yo, sir, I don't have no problem with you. It was a misunderstanding. You blew it over the board because just like what I want all the smoke. And the Prince said he's all about himself. That's what it's all about. He don't care about, just like I said, men like that don't care. That's why you got to watch who you befriend. You got to watch it, because these people are mentally unstable. Like, yo, it could be a guy that's talking about some real shit. It's a program. It was a YouTuber I be watching, but every time he started to go at his chat, people chatting at him and he cursing at him, he said, motherfucker, this and that, third. I gotta be like, God damn, man, chill out. Grown man gotta be my age, maybe a little younger. It was like, don't delete him. Don't even say nothing to him. You know what I'm saying? I just don't understand that. And then people are like, well, that's how people was raised. Nigga, I was raised like that. I was raised to go haywire. But you got to change yourself. And that's what I be teaching these young boys. You better change yourself. Like the ones that be disrespecting me every so often, I say, you better change yourself, because it's gonna be a person that's gonna put your lights out forever. I'm 6 foot, 245 pounds. You think I'm gonna be a type of man that's gonna be like talking crazy to another man, and he ain't gonna feel like a little intimidated by me and probably do something crazy? When nigga acting all nuts, I go away, man. It's not about being tough. It's about being smart. These people are mentally unstable. And that's what I tell one of the kids that I coach. Let me say, that's get near Tommy. Anyone that get near Tommy, he brings them down. Always some drama with him. Absolutely. And again, I really be trying to listen to Tommy, because he do be saying some real shit, somewhat often, and then he go into a tirade. He talking crazy, but he do it for the clout. That's how he get paid. These people pay, excuse me, these people pay him to go that way. So I think that's why he do it, because Tommy, again, as I said before, he's a highly intelligent man. He's an educated man like a motherfucker. He know what he's doing. He know who his audience is. And his audience, for the most part, they like the drama. See, I like listening to him when he talking some real shit that I could actually put in my portfolio, if you want to say. You know what I'm saying? I got a homegirl call. I think. Well, anyway, let me say there's a lot of YouTube people that do that, but they say they for the people. Yeah, they ain't for no damn people. They put for the drama. You know I probably ain't gonna be the most popular person on YouTube. I probably ain't gonna get no more than 1,000 no more than 1,000 subscribers, but I'm okay with that. You know, if I do get that, I'm not gonna lowball myself by acting crazy. I did too much for myself to not act this way. You know what I'm saying? I did too much for myself mentally not act that way. That way is old. That way don't solve anything, man. Kwame and Kevin, they about solutions. Men like them, such as myself, about solutions. We're not about arguing like a couple of middle school kids. You know what I mean? Tommy said he gave Kwame a 2 career because he interviewed him over a year ago. Yeah, and that's who, real talk, that's when I saw Kwame differently over a year ago. It was in February of 2020. He did it with Tommy. That's when I actually saw him, and I said, yo, this dude is very intelligent, Kwame. And I started following him then. That's how I know he only had like 5,000 subscribers, and all of a sudden in less than 2 weeks he got 300K. Bro, I'm Puerto Rican and Jamaican. I pump with you. Yeah, I get you. I get you. I feel you. No doubt, baby. I think you'd be very popular just speaking the truth. People are in search of the truth. Exactly. I'm in search of the truth. I'm in search of the truth. Like, you know, I'm the type of person that's in search of the truth. You know what I mean? Leave Tommy alone if you are serious. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's true. What is it, Nikki Hung? Absolutely. If you a serious-minded person, you gotta leave him alone, because that dude will make your brain scramble. You know what I mean? If you got high blood pressure, your blood pressure be higher. You know, but yeah, it's like people. I search for the truth. I search for things that I can like base it. Like I could see your. I'm not gonna take your word for it without researching it. And then if everything that you're telling me, like, I don't know, do you guys know Chronicles of Judah? If you do, that's when I start looking at YouTube in a different manner. Back in 2016, I was looking at, you know, like listening to Chronicles of Judah all the time. Tommy got to understand his. Okay, yes, sir. Chronicles of Jihad. Is it Chronicles of Judah or Jihad? Down now to prediction. We are hungry for like-minded people. Yes, indeed, brother. You and I both. Chronicles of Judah was he's just like authentic. The things he said made me say to myself, God damn, I've been jihad. Okay. You're like, God damn, I've been searching for this. It was like talking to my own my professional physician. It was like talking to him again. It was like, yo, yeah, like everything he was saying, I was like, shit, how I was simping, how I was being really emotional, how I wasn't thinking in the third eye, 3-dimensional stratosphere, how I didn't put the Most High first. It was so many things. I was like, damn, this man is telling the truth. How the way I look at this Babylonian word, I started using Babylonian because of Chronicles of Judah. Looking it up, I was researching things he was saying, and I was like, oh my God. Like, everything he said, I always had it in me, but it really came out in 2016. Really came out. I started looking at people different. I lost a lot of friends because I didn't want to be around them. Being as though I never really had a lot of nutty friends that put me into a crazy trouble. It's just that the way they think, I couldn't be around that. You know what I'm saying? For long anyway, I can chit chat with you. I'm a person, I could talk to anybody. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I was like, all the bullshit, I'm leaving alone more and more. I was in a relationship that time where it was stressing me. Got out that relationship. Chronicles of Judah ain't gonna front, man. He like the shit that we be saying. I think a lot of people, I don't give a fuck, you black, white, Hispanic, Asians, persuasion, whatever you are, brothers like that really make you think, especially when we live, the world we live in. He was saying things before it happened. You feel me? Like in 2016, he was saying things about what's the brother name? Fuck is his name? Colin Kaepernick, like little shit like that. Colin Kaepernick and how it's going to go down with the mainstream media. And I was like, wow. And he said in 2016, it happened in 2018, then start happening all of a sudden. Every time something comes about, with Colin Kaepernick, he was saying exactly what was going. I was like, damn, how this nigga. And I know so many people that listen to this guy. You have to think outside the box. Absolutely, you got to. I was inside that box for many years. I see. I'm not the type of person that's going to front, that's going to tell lies. You know, I try to keep it real as much as possible. I'm the type of dude that's going to be like, yo, yeah, I was in that box for a long time. You know, growing up as a Black American man in the inner city, it's hard not to be in that box, because you get out that box, then you're gonna feel like the red-headed stepchild. Real talk. You get out that box, you're gonna feel like the red-headed stepchild. So it's challenging. It's been stressful it's been stressful but enlightening, going through again a three-dimensional mindset. It's been enlightening. It's been, as I got used to it, it's been great. But I see things on TV. I can't watch TV no more like I used to, because it's all about super liberal shit. It's all about worshiping the human being. It's all about, you know, creating strong sexuality in our boys and girls. Yes, sir. The will be the black sheep. Yes, sir. They will be the black sheep. Yeah, man. Absolutely be the. And I'm telling you, you know, I love my grandmother. She taught me what she could have taught me, and she's a young grandmother. She's not like an old grandmother. You know what I'm saying? She taught me what she taught me. But even with my grandmother and my elders, the ones that was always talking that bullshit that's not helping the structure of our family, I was declined to talk to them as much as I used to. I was declined to talk to them because I felt like this is not teaching me nothing. The only thing it's teaching me is how to not put the Most High first. They want me to put all the human beings first and not put the Most High first. This is why, and I don't blame them because it's my own situation. This is why I didn't get married as I should have. I didn't have the mindset to know who I am mentally, subconsciously, in a three-dimensional, three-dimensional world before I had children. And I tell young men for the last 5 or so years, before you even think about having a child or what have you, you got to have your shit together. Because once you have your shit together mentally, I'm not talking about financially, being as though you need it. You have to unlearn to relearn. Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. Absolutely. You have to unlearn to relearn. And that's what I did at 35. But they say the average American man, especially a black man, don't grow up until he about between the age of 35, 40 mentally. They start to grow up. And I felt like I started to grow up in that mindset. You know what I'm saying? I started to grow up understanding that this sheep shit is for the birds. This go along and get along shit is for the birds. You know what I'm saying? It's been stressful having to walk away from people that I've known all my life that I love, but I didn't respect them anymore. So why would I be around people I don't respect? When you start being around people you don't respect, that means you just want chaos and disorder. Yo, that Chronicles of Judah, I'm gonna tell you right now, man. You know, the brother be talking some real shit. I don't listen to him no more because all his information now is on Patreon. I was listening to him for a while, but nah, bro, you have to link with me. Real talk, man. Let's link together, man. Like real talk. I think again, I'm actually looking to partner up with somebody on this thing too. I've been doing this YouTube thing for a year now. You know what I'm saying? And this is what I want to do. I want to bring. I was talking about the King Randall today. I mean, early in this live on how he is helping his community the best way he can, and he got different entities, black people like boulets in his town that really don't want him to be helped. He got a school that he paid $1.5 million, and they won't help him open it. And it's like they want us black men and men in general, but especially us black men in the bubble. They want us to keep on creating, making bad decisions. And that's fucking scary. And I've been saying that for the last, then so I known that, but I always thought it was the white man or whatever, because I was trapped in that bubble, that box. But it's many people. Black men got enemies everywhere, man. We got enemies everywhere, and this is why I don't understand people like Tommy Sotomayor. But I kind of do understand because it's all about money. You know what I mean? Mayhem. He's trying to. He know his algorithms and who usually support him. And it's like, why are you brothers doing that? And I see people like Kwame Brown and Kevin Samuels is actually, I'm going to say Kwame Brown, is brothers like him is actually want us to come together, want us to help each other in our own communities. You know what I mean? Manhood, build manhood back again in the black community. And it's like everybody is against us, even our own people. It's like, why would you be against men actually becoming provider and protectors and helping, even in my own town? That's why, again, as I said before, that the identity politics it ain't never helped the black man or woman. Probably helped the black liberal woman. Without a doubt, it did help the black liberal woman. But it never helped the black man. It never. Identity politics never helped us. So I don't get why we even bother. I believe Kwame is about to change a lot of men. Real talk, you're absolutely right. Kwame, he's not the only one that's doing it though, but he's doing it in a mainstream way. And he is. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of men over there, a lot of men in that area, that manosphere thing, are helping. I'm going to be doing it. I'm going to be helping him as much as I can. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to, I want to get up with him as well. I want to group it. Like, let's say I want all the smoke. When we get up with a bunch of men just like him. We got to do it, man. It's for us, but it's for the Most High. The Most High want this to work. It was planned for Kwame Brown to start speaking shit he be speaking and doing the shit that he's doing. Yo, I researched him too. The brother been doing excellent job for his community for over 20 years. Over 20 years, guys. Like, he don't do it just on Halloween and Christmas and shit like that. He do it, and he don't have to. I'm not one of them guys that say, looking at another man's money and say, no, you got to help the community. I'm not that guy. But if you do want to help the community, that's super duper great. And I really feel like you right. He has a purpose, absolutely. And there's going to be a lot of people that's trying to stop him. A lot of people that's trying to stop Kwame Brown and brothers like Kwame Brown. Even in my own town, where I'm thinking about this quitting football and going into mentorship all the way. Because that's all they want brothers to do. If it's not about sports, they don't want us to talk about mentoring. I'm trying to tell you, they don't want to talk about, they don't want me to. I have a program where I want to take young men, not just black men, young men, to the court house every like Monday or Tuesday, so they can see what goes on in the courthouse. So they can see when they make these bad decisions that they've been taught they're gonna be good in the super liberal, fake ass woke public schools. When they see that, they're gonna see where, oh my God, I can't be owing people 25 to 40K of child support. I can't pay 50K if I don't pay a bill. I want, you know what I'm saying? I want them to go to family court, criminal court. This is the type of thing I'm trying to do. And a lot of these people are trying to keep me from doing it. I'm gonna get my 501. You know what I'm saying? It only costs $200-300 to get it done, and I'm gonna get it done. We give free gun safety classes. We show people how to get felonies off their jackets. Absolutely, great idea. Yeah, that's a great idea. I mean, that's what you do. I want all the smoke. Yeah, man. That's another thing. I live, being as though it's no excuse, but I live in Connecticut. This is a super liberal state. The gun laws is crazy. That's why I'm really thinking about moving to Florida. Still thinking about it. I think it's going to happen by the end of the year or the beginning of the year, because again, guys, they I've been trying to do this thing where I'm trying to get sponsors to take these young men to these type of places to learn how to be self-sufficient. And a lot of these people don't want that to happen over here. And it be a lot of people that look like me too. Real talk. Yeah, man. Yeah, Houston, one of my favorite cities. I got family in Beaumont, Texas. Yeah. I'm from Newark, New Jersey, live in Connecticut now. But with me and my family, me and my lady about to get married. I got a 2-year-old. You know what I'm saying? I started her over. My son's about to be 21. My daughter's 18. My son been in the Navy 3 years. Daughter's in college. And, they going off. They off, my older kids. And I'm thinking about, I don't really got nothing in Connecticut anymore. I'm thinking about taking my ass to Florida. I've been thinking about it for a while. We making moves for it to happen. Because, again, I don't want my kid to go to these super liberal, fake woke public schools. The shit that they're teaching. Yeah, and I wish I could show y'all something. Let me see if I can show y'all real quick. Hold on one second. I'm gonna let y'all listen to the shit that I got on my Instagram. A New York private school, what they showing kids in New York. It's fucking ridiculous. Hold on one second. Let me let y'all listen to this shit real quick. Hold on. Let me see what you said. Come to Texas. It's great over here. Yeah, my lady's sister just moved to Texas. She love it, man. Real talk. Listen to this.
That's called an erection. Sometimes I touch my penis because it feels good. Sometimes when I'm in my bath or my mom puts me to bed, I like to touch my vulva too.
You have a clitoris there, Kayla, that probably feels good to touch the same way Keith's penis feels good when he touches it. But have you ever noticed that older kids and grown-ups don't touch their private parts in public?
They don't?
That's right, Keith. It's okay to touch yourself and see how different body parts feel, but it's best to only do it in private.
Well, if private parts are so special, why do you cover them up?
Because they are private, silly.
That's right, Kayla, because they are private.
Hey, sweet. Pass it. Wait. Okay.
Listen, it ain't finished. It ain't finished.
Is actually
Oh, it
very
is. It's
important.
finished. It's finished. Hey, man. It's a cartoon that they showing in
Actually
it says, let
very
me turn it
important.
down. It says parents of first graders heated over New York private school teaching them about masturbation. That's my lady in the back. Yeah, teaching them about masturbation. This isn't needed. Let me see. Left Texas for Cali. Okay. All right. Oh, that's what you telling unique. Yo, it's not good. And this is how it is up here in New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut, DC, Massachusetts, Rhode Island. They over sexualizing our children. I'm telling you, as you guys know, and it seems like the people that's on here, you guys are real high level thinkers that I feel stayed. Yo, these people are, their energy is off the hook. Real, yeah. It's they want our kids to be. This is what I want to say. Pedophilia is going. They trying to make it the norm. It's going to get a lot of people killed, man. Pedophilia. Let me say, some private schools get money from state governments and have to teach those that garbage. Because I want my son to go to a private school, and I didn't know they was like that, but that is in New York. I'm in Massachusetts. Yeah, that's that up north shit. But yeah, I was surprised when I heard it was a private school. I was like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, why would I want my son to go to a school when they got a cartoon in a freaking first grade teaching them about masturbation? What the fuck is that about? Out of everything that you could teach a child, that's the first thing that comes. That's one of the first curriculums that they want to teach. Are you kidding me? But no, they're not kidding us. That's what they want to do to our children. They want confusion. They want confusion. And you talk to these certain people. You talk to these high school kids in public school. I talk to them every day, guys. Again, I'm a track coach and a high school coach. I talk to these kids every day. They really got the whole world effed up. And it's like, and then when you try to talk to them, it's like walking on eggshells. You got to watch what you say with these kids because they get highly sensitive. But at the same time, very provocative of what they talk about. It's like, it's crazy. Let me see. I had to leave up north because the left is doing too. You were absolutely right. I know a lot of New Yorkers that moved to Texas and Florida in the last year. I know about a lot of New York and New Jersey people. I'm from Jersey that moved to Texas and Florida in the last year since this pandemic thing. Them's, not to say anything about, they demonetized my whole thing. Dems and alphabet people want this. Absolutely. They want chaos and disorder. They don't want nothing else because that's how you keep the people listening to government way more, not having a mind of their own. Just like you said, I think it was unique. It was one of you. I'm sorry. It was one of you guys that said this early in the live. This is why it's important to not just have children out of wedlock. You have to, it's important for the mother and the father to be at home so much that it's not even funny anymore. It's like maybe it was cool when we was growing up. You got a single mother, whatever, and even in the crime-ridden Newark, New Jersey, where I'm from, it was still some safe havens. Certain cats knew not to mess with kids that's not in that game. Now, you guys know, whatever happens. They don't care. That's why a family structure is way more important than it ever was. But if you listen to what these high school boys and girls talk about, the only thing they talk about, a lot of them don't even want to have children, to be honest with you, that they talk about, you know what I mean? But a lot of them, they feel like they don't know what they want to do. Because again, a lot of these boys and girls are extremely, like, their minds are like effed up. They don't know what to do without certain things. They don't know how to have a conversation without going over the top. They don't know how to respect grown men. They always cross the line. You know what I'm saying? That's why, how when we was growing up, I'm gonna tell you out real talk. One of my high school coaches, the first time I ever got a condom, it was because of my high school coach. You try to give a young boy a condom when he about to mess with his, he's telling you about his situation with his girlfriend. You give him a condom, he tell people that dude arrested or whatever, or kicked out of school. The teacher or coach arrested and kicked out of school. You can't, you always got to be mentally, you got to be not strict, but you got to be on code at all times with these kids. The last 5 years of coaching and teaching been the worst. For me specifically, from what I hear around the country with teachers and coaches and stuff like that and mentors, it's been the worst. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not even in the inner city. That's what's the crazy part. I'm in like a small town type of area. They watch a lot of TV. That's the most dangerous area because they do whatever they see on TV or social media. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy out there. And I just hope everybody understand that, you got to think with a 3-dimensional mindset. If you're going to bring kids in this world, you better make sure it's with a woman that you could be with, or it's with a man that you could be with, because this society ain't going to help you protect that child. It ain't going to help you. They're going to help you, they're going to help your child be the biggest degenerate that it possibly can be. And that's not just black kids. It's all Americanized kids. For real, man. But damn, it's almost been an hour and a half. Guys, thanks for, watching me, man. Thanks for the support. I want all the smoke. We need to link up. I'm actually going to leave my email. I'm going to leave my email in the chat right now. You guys can get at me anytime. We can link up, man. Let's do it. Real talk. That's my email right there. Get at me. All right. Peace, guys. Have a great night. Have a great weekend. And if you celebrate Memorial Day, happy Memorial Day. Peace.